everyone, and welcome back to the Why We Disney podcast, and happy 50th birthday to Walt Disney World down in Florida on the East Coast. That's right, guys. Today we are discussing all things 50th celebration. We hope that you guys enjoy.
Welcome back, everyone, to the most magical podcast on the internet. My name is Kara, and I'm joined with my amazing co-host, Kaycee.
Hello, everyone.
So as she mentioned before, we are here to celebrate Walt Disney World's birthday. The world's most magical celebration is a short 2 days away. Walt Disney World is turning 50 years young, right? There's so much magic to go. For our listeners that may not know, they're like, oh, October, it's the 50th. No need to fret. The 50th celebration, confirmed by Disney Parks blog, is actually going to be 18 months long. So if you go in 2021 or 2023, I hope that's how the math works out, you are able to join in the celebration, which I'm so excited about. It gives a lot of people the opportunity to kind of get that merch and participate and see all the new stuff. So I'm excited.
Yeah, I agree. I really wanted to know when they were going to take all the 50th stuff down, because I'm like, people, you should try to hurry and get a trip in so you can be a part of the celebration. So you don't have to rush. You have literally 18 months to do that. I think that's the coolest thing.
Yes. And I'm just so excited. You know, we all have that month of October. October 1st is going to be this super special day. Not only is it my best friend Brandon's birthday, I have to put it out there or else I know he'll come at me for it. So first, wish Brandon D. Fuller for a happy birthday over on Instagram, and then tune into all things Disney, right? That is when the major celebration is going down. We have to backtrack a little bit here. Disney World opened to the public October 1st, 1971 on that magical day, but it was unfortunately just a few years after Walt Disney's death. He actually was not there to see the famous Florida project come into action, but man, we can celebrate in all of the magic for him and live those years. So I'm excited to get the magic going.
Yes, me too. Same.
So listeners and watchers galore, our first segment today is going to be all information based. We have so much to tell you guys about. We are so excited for the 50th. We know that you guys have a plethora of opportunities to share in the joy and the magic. So we're going to really break down park by park what you can expect and what you can enjoy in the 50th, and make sure to keep a close eye on our Instagram account at Why We Disney Podcast and everything else that we have, because you are going to tune into the magic with us. We are going to have a little bit of a celebration that we are super excited for.
For sure. I'm so excited to jump into the meat of today's episode. Let's go ahead and start off with talking about the Magic Kingdom, right? Like the center of all the magic, where it started, right? Let's go ahead and start here. Okay. So we all love Happily Ever After, right? We're all attached. It is very emotional to watch it go, but guys, I'm actually really excited about the Disney Enchantment. Kara, how do you feel about letting go of Happily Ever After?
Those things do not go in the same sentence. Letting go happily ever after. No. Yeah, you can go ahead and tell the listeners what it's about, and then I'll give my opinion.
Yes, please. Okay. So this is a little snippet that I got from the Disney World website. I want to make sure to give credit where credit is due, but I thought this was just perfectly put into words from their website. So, inspiring everyone to believe in magic, Disney Enchantment will feature captivating Disney music, enhanced lighting, and stunning fireworks, and for the very first time, immersive projection effects that extend from the Cinderella Castle all the way down our Main Street, USA. Let's talk for a second about our friends over on the, East Coast. It's on the West Coast at Disneyland, right? So they have a nighttime show called Mickey's Mix Magic, which I've only been able to watch online because Kara and I have obviously never been to Disneyland, but it is so cool. So the projection is not just on the castle. You are not just in the same, watching the same show from every spot. Literally from every different place where you stand, you are looking at a different show, because not only is it projecting off the castle, it's projecting all the way down Main Street. And I thought that was such a cool feature that Disneyland did. And I'm so excited in Disney World to now have a taste of that, even if it's just slightly. I'm really excited about that. I am so sad, and it is unfortunate. And I don't believe that we've had happily ever after for long enough, in my opinion. Okay, we haven't had it long enough, but I am ready to get a taste of Disneyland over at Disney World on the East Coast. All right, Kara, I want to hear what you think.
Y'all know I'm here for the hot takes.
Always, always.
Kara's hot take on the Enchantment fireworks. I obviously Happily Ever After has such a place in my heart, but it's not that I'm not excited. I'm just so cautious. I've read some articles that the Enchantment fireworks are going to be about all of the new Disney movies rather than embracing the classics. And so, like, if I don't see Cinderella, if I don't see Toy Story, if I don't see some of those main like Disney things, I'm just gonna be like, why the millennials just came in and took over the fireworks. So that's just it's just a little fright that I have, but we'll see how they tie everything in together.
Yes, surely they've got to stick to a little bit of the classics though, right? Like,
and have you listened to the theme song yet?
Oh my God, I haven't. It's out?
Yes, it is out. So I will put a link in our description box on YouTube for everyone to go and listen to. It's called You Are the Magic. So it's all about you embracing, the magic within yourself and bringing that out in you. And I think that's such a good story. So we'll have to see. It sounds like a great song, but if it doesn't have those Disney classics, man, we'll see.
I'm excited to hear the song. I can't believe I haven't heard it yet. So not only new fireworks are we getting in Magic Kingdom, right? We are also this beautiful brand new stage that is surrounding Walt and Mickey, like the Walt and Mickey statue right there in the center of the courtyard in Magic Kingdom in front of the castle. There's also this beautiful stage that is, I believe it's in the shape of a star, and it's very iridescent, very the theme of the 50th this year. And most likely this is going to be the stage that will be used for filming the new ABC special called The Most Magical Story on Earth, 50 Years at Walt Disney World. And remember, it will be streamed live at 8 p.m. Eastern Time and 5 p.m. Pacific Standard Time for our friends on the West Coast. But that's going to be a really exciting show. I won't get to see it, unfortunately, because I'll be in Disney. But Kara, I'm sure we'll catch it on. What?
Well, again, it's Brandon's birthday, and I might actually have to work a football game that night. So I do not know, but if it's recorded or anything, everyone, please go live. If you're watching this before the actual event, please go live so I can tune in from my phone or do something. So I'm excited for it. I'm excited.
I will say for sure, Kara, that is such a good point to bring up. So I did read that it will stream on Hulu the next day. So on October 2nd, if you want to catch it on Hulu. And I also read that it will be released on Disney Plus as well, but not until the middle of the month of October. They have to go through some like copywriting stuff and sign some contracts, and then it will be on Disney Plus. So that will be available to you. Even if you have plans or something to do that Friday night, you can still experience that magic later on. So I'm glad you mentioned that. Very good.
Love it.
Exciting. What's going on in the other parks, Kara? I want to hear.
One part that we don't hear from too much in this, I don't know about you, but I'm not hearing about them too much, is Animal Kingdom. Right. We know that the tree's going to light up all pretty, but like what else is going to be around there? We have to talk about the new experience, the new, I don't know if we want to call it a show, maybe, but Disney Kite Tales debuting October 1st. And I do want to go ahead and just read this quick quote, if you don't mind. It says, "Be awed by elaborate 3-dimensional kites of Simba, Zazu, King Louie, Baloo, and more as they take flight above the Discovery River Amphitheater." And that is specifically from the Walt Disney website. So wow, I'm excited for it. And I think people are like, oh, it's just a kite show. No, it's going to be so magical. And I'm excited that, they are at least giving something to Animal Kingdom and not just leaving it behind.
Yeah, Yeah, absolutely. I feel like we don't hear as much about Animal Kingdom, like you said. But now there is an interesting graphic as well I want to point out to on the Walt Disney World website of this event. Now, it's obviously not live, but there are like these people on jet skis that have the kites. So it's going to be like, they're going to be like riding around the water. Look, that's what I saw. I don't know how real it is. Obviously, I haven't seen it in person. No one's seen it in person, but I'm interested. I'm very interested to see this kite show for sure.
How much do those people get paid? Because I want that job. If I can just
I love riding
be
kites.
around Animal Kingdom for the kite show, that'd be great.
Yeah, I agree. I agree. So not only do they have stuff coming to Animal Kingdom and Magic Kingdom, what do we got going on at Epcot? And I asked this from our Epcot girl, literally.
Home away from home. I will have to say that we have to not only say goodbye to Happily Ever After, but we are also saying goodbye to Epcot Forever, which is like such an oxymoron. I thought Epcot Forever was for forever, but I know. But we are saying hello to the new Harmonious firework and light show, which is super exciting for all of the Epcot fans. So this is a magnificent new show, which is going to bring the World Showcase Lagoon, an invention combination of floating giant screens. I don't know if y'all saw those big things looking like animatronics right there in the middle of the lagoon, but it's going to have choreographed moving fountains, which is always fun. Of course, your lights, your pyrotechnics, and lasers. And interesting enough, it's not just, you can't just look at it like the castle. It's going to be a full 360 view. So what an experience. It almost reminds me of, the Festival of the Lion King, because it's a black box theater there. So you can see the experience from all over. And I think this is going to be somewhat the same.
Yeah, I agree. I think that there will not be many bad seats because literally it's going to be, I'm here for it. I'm ready to experience that fireworks show. Harmonious.
Yes. And again, I watched the little clip that they had on YouTube, and it's really going to be about these songs that unite us all together from all different languages and represent parts of the world, which is exactly what I want to do as a content creator and as a Disney enthusiast, is literally bring Disney to all different parts of the world and show how we can come together through magic. And just thinking about it makes me want to cry. Just because I'm so excited for there to be this diversity representation and really just show the magic in everyone and that opportunity to learn about different cultures. So come on, Epcot, with the just snaps.
Literally speaking to the heart of Kara right now.
It is. And I may be excited for that, but there's so many people excited for the Little Rat. And by the Little Rat, I mean Remy's Ratatouille Adventure. So this is its new motion trackless ride that's going to be in the France Pavilion, words, over at Epcot. And Kaycee, do you have a special pass for this?
Yeah, I do. I have a pass holder preview on September 24th. My slot is from 4 to 5. And I have read that people are getting I've read this twice, that in their pass holder slot time or whatever, that they're letting you ride it more than once. So if you get out and there's no one in line, come on through and ride it again. I know.
Well, for those of us that have to wait a little bit and see how it is, so this ride is going to let you zip, dash, and scurry through Gusteau's kitchen as you take in the sights and the sounds and even the smells of Remy's world and everything that he's experienced. So you really shrink down to the size of a mouse and you're just scampering through. It's going to be such an immersive experience, just like Rise of the Resistance is. And I'm super excited about the ride.
Yeah. I love the movie. I think the movie is adorable.
Yeah. Now, I do want to note that this is a part of the 50th, it's opening for October 1st. It's not necessarily a part of Disney World's, 50th celebration branding. It is just a new ride. But what great timing.
Right. We have talked about this on the podcast before, but it's interesting that they chose October 1 to open Remy's. That's just interesting to me that they chose that day.
And, Disney has tricks up their sleeve. So we'll see what's going on there. But there's not only stuff at Animal Kingdom and Epcot. We have to talk about your home park. I like to call it Hollywood Studios.
Hollywood Studios. We can never leave Hollywood Studios out, right? It's one of the most popular parks in all of Disney World right now, especially with, Star Wars Galaxy's Edge and people coming from all over, Star Wars fans coming from all over. It's so busy and it's so fun. They actually, which don't have a ton going on specifically in Hollywood for the 50th, but I did read, and they did mention some new lighting and new finishing touches to both the Hollywood Tower Hotel and the Chinese Theater. I don't exactly know what that means, but I read it, and hopefully when I get there, I'll be able to experience that and be like, oh, that's different, and that's what it's talking about. I also read that how are they going to update a hotel that has supposedly been like abandoned for years? Like, I'm wondering what kind of finishing touches they're talking about on the Tower of Terror. I don't know, but we will certainly see. I'm excited to see it. And I also, Kara, did you have something? I'm sorry.
No, just my mind going. Just ignore me. Go ahead.
Never. Okay, so our beloved Skyliner, right, guys? Everyone loves the Skyliner. It's such a beautiful opportunity to kind of be above and see all through the parks and even through Orlando. It's absolutely beautiful. Obviously, one of our favorites. Now, you're traveling on like a gondola, and most of those are wrapped in characters. But if you'll see within the last week or so, they have a new wrap on some of the gondolas, and it's themed for the 50th. So these iridescent colors with the 50th on it. I have pictures of these that we can make sure that gets up on our social media website. We could also put one up here on the YouTube, just to kind of give you a visual of what that looks like. They're truly going all out with the branding for the 50th. So, and Kara, I saw today, did you know that they've wrapped the monorail as well in the 50th?
What? That's interesting. I'm going to have to find a picture of that.
I'm going to tag you in the picture that I saw today. But yes, even the monorail is now wrapped in the 50th branding. So super fun, guys. A lot is going on, and we're not even done.
Nope.
We're not even done. In fact, we're halfway through. So the next thing that will be across all 4 parks that I'm super excited to talk about is the Beacon of Magic, or Beacons of Magic. This is also debuting on October 1st. So now we all know that in each park, there's like an icon that represents the entire park. It's like one thing that like, this is where this is where I am when I see this icon, right? Okay, so we have the castle in Magic Kingdom, obviously. We have Spaceship Earth in Epcot. We have the Hollywood Tower Hotel in Hollywood Studios, and then the Tree of Life in Animal Kingdom. So across all 4 theme parks, this is called, you will be transformed into, all of these theme park icons will be transformed into beacons of magic, a different glow that we've never seen before. So I read that there's new animatronics coming. There is new lasers and lights and projections that we've never seen before. I am so excited to see how different they're going to look, especially at night with all of these new things. I'm pumped about this section of the 50th. Really, I am.
Yeah. We're going to talk about branding here in a second, but like, they really got me. I just want to see everything.
I know. And that's why people are flocking to get there. Anyway, that is the Beacon of Magic debuting on October 1st. What is next, Kara?
Oh my goodness. Well, we have to talk about these Disney Fab 50 character collections, not the Fab 5 that we're used to saying over and over again. It's the Fab 50. So these are some beautiful, beautiful golden characters that are now these little statues. Some of us are used to looking at the statues around Main Street and next to the castle, but there's 50 all over the place across all 4 parks. Okay, so some of the ones that are already out there on the Hubgrass: Mickey, Minnie, Donald, Daisy, Goofy, Pluto, Chip and Dale, just to name a few, right? That was only 7. There's legitimately 50. I don't know about you guys, whenever they would announce like these people are coming in the statue, I was like, oh yay, good. Like that they were on my list. I wanted to see their statue. So I'm super excited about that. And you have to keep an eye out. I'm sure, what would be great is if they actually had a game on Genie Plus
Like a
or
scavenger
whatever,
hunt.
like a scavenger hunt, and you can
Oh.
almost like, tag which ones you saw. That would be awesome.
They have to have that.
I'm sure they might invent it, but I haven't seen it yet.
Yes. Because it's 50, and because it's 50 throughout all 4 parks, surely they've got to come up with something like, yes, I agree. They've got to do that. I think it'd be a great idea. If not, we just gave you that idea and you're welcome.
And I just want to take them home because I just want to put it on my wall for no reason. I just want it to sit there and be cute. But
if you could have one in your office, which one would it be? Or your classroom, which one would you take?
I wouldn't. Out of the ones I've seen so far, maybe Daisy. Just ones that have been put down already.
Yes.
But Bambi, Thumper, I love all the friends. I just have them all around. I'd have a trophy shelf just of those in my room.
Same.
Obviously, I can't take them home, but I'm sure there are some merchandise items that we can take home. Can you talk about those, Kaycee?
Let's talk about some stuff that we can take home, right? Okay, so there's so many brand new collections for the 50th that they're coming out with. Now, I will say that Shop Disney actually, and Kara, your mom told me about this of all things, that apparently Shop Disney opened up the 50th merchandise to be available for purchase on Shop Disney for one day. One single day. And I even checked today, but when I was doing like 50th research, I'm like, is there anything 50th merchandise that is available right now on Shop Disney? There is a calendar and a hat. That is all. Oh, no. Y'all, they're seriously waiting to release these on October 1. And I want to say too that y'all, Disney World is only turning 50th one time. So I would highly recommend grabbing something that says the 50th to be a part of this celebration, right? Because this is only happening one time. You're not going to be, they're not going to continue to make this stuff and come out with like 50th after this. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. So I would seriously encourage you. I'm going to go through these collections here in a second, but I really do want to encourage you to grab something the 50th, either while you're in the parks or on Shop Disney, and all of it is releasing on October 1st. Okay, so the collections you have to look forward to is the Celebration collection, the Disney Castle collection, the Vault collection, which is very retro themed, by the way, the Iridescent collection that we keep talking about and we keep seeing, a lot of shimmer, a lot of glitter. And then you also have the Luxe logo collection, your very classic black and gold and white spirit jerseys and ears and things like that. All of these are coming out. I can't believe they're coming out with so much, just to be brutally honest with you. That's a lot. Mm-hmm. But stay on the lookout. Obviously, we can post some of this stuff on our social media, but I'm all for buying a new Spirit jersey this year. I don't know about you, Kara.
I will buy a new Spirit jersey at any time of the year. I don't care how hot it is. I'm getting a long sleeve Spirit jersey. There's so much to look at, guys. And we are all about, supporting our friends and our Disney enthusiasts on here. So I'm going to attach a card right here at the top of the screen where you can actually go to Cam Travels. He did a whole breakdown of the whole display case. And I really would love, Kaycee, for our viewers to kind of see what's available. And he'll show you the prices of everything. And you can contact one of us. We can get you in touch with a personal shopper. My mom takes full advantage of that. One of our friends is a personal shopper, and she can go and grab something for you and ship it to your house. So even if you can't make it, you can still be a part of that celebration.
Oh, I love that. Yes, I'm so glad you mentioned that. Absolutely.
Well, yeah, because there's so much going on, and like all those collections. Oh, can we just talk? Because the branding of it all, the iridescent, the black, the shimmer, the special, it's very millennial. I'm just going to put it out there. It's very millennial. But there's one thing that we really have to talk about here when we're just wrapping up all of the additions and everything that's going on for the 50th is that big 50 in the middle of the castle of this beautiful like blue, purple, pink, shimmer castle. There's a big 50.
Yeah.
Before I continue, can you just give what's your on the castle itself on the 50? What's your opinions?
Yes. So, okay. So very early on when Kara and I started this podcast, we had an episode called like, what was it? Castle, like
here. Was it the new versus old or something?
It's literally within our first 5 episodes we ever released. So you guys go back and check that out. We can also put a link, I'm sure, somewhere where you guys can click that and go and listen to that. Y'all, I looked at a picture of our beautiful Cinderella blue, soft blue castle the other day, and I'm not gonna lie, Kara, I don't miss it. Am I becoming a millennial even more now because I do not miss that castle? No. I don't know how I feel about the big 50 on the front of it. It very much so catches your eye, but I don't miss the old castle. I want to hear your hot take though.
Well, hopefully our listeners can go back and listen to that original episode where I state that I love the castle. I absolutely think it's beautiful. It is perfect for pictures. It reflects well off the ground, off of that like red metallic color, and it's beautiful. It matches with the sky, but it does not represent Cinderella. And I will stand by that till the end of times. I think if they would have made this beautiful white, shimmery, light blue castle, if they would have revamped it to look like that, of course, the whole theming would have had to change for everything. Imagine all of the merchandise, how that would look. But I really wish it was back to Cinderella, because now looking at it, I'm just like, is that Rapunzel's castle? Like, that's what I would think, not knowing Disney. I'm like, that's not Cinderella. That has nothing to, that's not blue. What? So I love it. And the 50, I like the big 50 on there. I've heard some people say that they made the 50 look like an ear. Like it's a hidden Mickey almost, if you complete the O.
Really?
Mm-hmm. And I when I went, it does kind of look like that. So I like the castle. I just wish it's kind of awkward there for the fireworks show.
Yeah.
I don't like it during the show, but any other time I'm just like, yeah, I guess.
No, I love it.
I know. And guys, listeners, watchers galore, I hope that you guys are enjoying so far. And I hope we took notes. I don't know if you guys realize, but Kaycee and I always have our iPads here. We are literally giving you all the lowdown, all the information. But as much as information is cool and interesting, we have some stuff here right after the ad break. So stay tuned, get some water, and we'll be right back.
All right, guys, welcome back. We just gave you a ton of 50th celebration information, but now let's sit back and have some fun, okay? If you have already taken a look at our social media today, that is great. I think that I should make this suggestion that if you do plan on listening to the podcast today, make sure you check our social media first so you can answer our fun trivia questions and games and then watch the episode. I mean, obviously, you're just going to know all the questions if you go answer them now, but keep an eye out on our social media. We will have these. I'm going to do a fun little quick game for Kara. Okay, it's called Guess That Year, Disney Edition. How fun. Okay, Kara, are you ready?
I'm very ready.
Ooh, okay, we'll see. All right, this first one is a practice one. Okay. So Walt Disney's Carousel of Progress, when did it open? What year? I'm going to give you 3 options, so don't worry too bad. Okay, ready?
Yeah.
1971, 1975, 1985. Which one do you think?
1971.
So it was 1975, but I thought it would be 71.
I like to veto my answer because I'm so bad at this game. So I'm going to say why I'm right, because that is literally, it was made for the World's Fair. And so it took time because they literally had to, if I remember correctly, they literally had to pick up it from the World's Fair and bring it over. And it took a while. I remember that. Darn it, man. I just should have knew that. That's my attraction. That's my ride.
No.
Man, Kara, I get so competitive, guys. Here we go.
I love this so much. It's totally a practice one. But yes, okay, 1975 Carousel Progress. All right. Our beloved Happily Ever After, Kara. When did it debut? What year? 2017, 2014, or 2019? Our beloved Happily Ever After that we're saying goodbye to. 17, 14, or 19?
2014.
It's 2017. That's why I said I don't feel like we've had it long enough. Like, guys, that is not long enough.
14. You know, I did the math wrong because I knew it was 4, but I was thinking 14 instead of 4 years.
4 years ago.
I'm gonna blame that on the dyslexia. Darn it! Oh my God! No, okay. Hold on. I have to tell the listeners why, because I love like the Disney, like the behind the attractions video and the what was the original, the Imagineering story and like all that stuff, but I'm such a bad history buff. So like I can tell you the fun facts, but like these, oh man. Okay.
The years are hard. The years are hard. All right. Next one. Another great fireworks show that we're saying goodbye to. Okay. Epcot Forever. Epcot Forever. 2019, 2020, 2017. So 2019, 2020, or 2017?
2019?
2019. We have a winner. Okay. Ding, 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 ding. I wonder if we could put like ding, 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 ding on our YouTube. Can we put like a sound in there? I don't know.
I got it. Ding, ding.
So very good. Yes, Epcot Forever debuted in 2019, October 1st, actually. Interesting enough.
Okay.
All right. So the Tree of Life Awakens. The Tree of Life Awakens. 2016, 2013, or 2010?
Wow.
13, or 10.
Okay, Tree of Life Awakens is okay, and then the Planet Day, and all about the animals, and then there was the show. Yeah, I'm just gonna go with 2016.
And you would be correct at 2016. Ding, 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 ding.
Ah, man. I really have to think about that because if we truly think about like the animatronics and like just the capacity of putting on that show, that wasn't too far ago.
No, it wasn't for sure. So, yep, 2016, The Tree of Life Awakens premiered. And from my understanding, they are still going to do The Tree of Life Awakens. That is not going away, which I'm grateful for things that are not going away, guys.
Yes.
Can you just not take everything? Can you not take everything, please? Okay. Our last and final one. Okay. Star Wars, A Galactic Spectacular. Okay. We got 2019, 2016, or 2010?
2019.
All right. So it was 2016 that Galactic Spectacular show debuted. So yeah. Hey, listen. You got 2 out of 5
for it being that long.
You don't feel like it got the hype for being that long?
No, like I swear I never hear people talk about it because I feel like we're always talking about Fantasmic, which hasn't opened up yet, by the way. So I never hear people really talk about it. And then I'm not a Star Wars fan. So I never was like, oh, what's going on? So interesting.
I tell you what, the First Order March is probably one of my favorite like Star Wars events that they do in Hollywood studios. I think it is the coolest thing. And I legitimately get my heart races. I get terrified because it's so cool. But yeah, that was fun.
Oh my gosh. Well, as everyone can see and hear, there is so much to celebrate when it comes to Walt Disney World and its 50th birthday. So we just, again, from the Why We Disney podcast team, want to say happy birthday, Walt Disney World. Thank you so much for bringing your magic to us every single day. And I don't know, bringing us all together and just having Mickey Mouse and having a magical time. Listeners and viewers, make sure to have a close view of our Instagram. Again, that's at Why We Disney Podcast. We are going to be keeping you up to date on everything that they have planned. And I really think they have things up their sleeve. I don't think that they gave us everything that's coming. I think October 1st, there's going to be like I don't know, like cake line, or I don't know, something's going to happen October 1st. So I'm excited, but don't forget to follow us on Instagram, Facebook, subscribe to our YouTube channel, follow us on our newsletter, TikTok, and everything in between. We really love and appreciate your support, and we can talk about more things like the 50th anniversary and have magic. But until next time, my name's Kara. I'm joined by Kaycee, and have a magical Wednesday. Bye.
Bye, guys.